Hello, and welcome back. I'm Lisa.
And I'm Erin.
And this is the Getaways Podcast.
Hi.
Hello. It's been so long.
It's been a long time.
We are continuing with our fall fabulousness today.
And then we're taking a season break.
We're taking our summer vacation.
We'll be back August 18th with the special Lisa birthday edition.
So send your presents now.
But yeah, this is our last podcast until the 18th of August. We're going to be driving down to Puglia, having some beach time for a few weeks.
Yeah, well, we're doing a little side trip to France for a week. My sister is coming, and we are going to go hang out in Normandy and Versailles for a week, and then come back, and then Puglia. Shazam.
Yeah, Shazam.
All right.
So yeah, this is just kind of our fall, this and that, what we love.
And like
off the cuff, because I've got questions, you've got questions, and we don't know what our other person's questions are.
I bet there's some repeats.
I'm certain there is, because everything's about food and drink, right?
All right. You want to go first?
Yes. What is better about fall in Europe?
As opposed to anywhere else?
As opposed to where America.
Well,
California.
Okay. Well, it's different.
There's no fall in California.
I mean, I think I've mentioned this before, but having seasons is a big deal for me because I was born and raised in Southern California. So, having fall foliage and real change in foods and a real change in temperature, I mean, it is hot sometimes in October in Southern California.
Well, I feel like summer starts in September. Like it's hotter in September and October. Right. I feel like in California than it is in June and July.
Well, I mean, yeah, because I remember so many years dressing up as something for Halloween as it's being kind of a cozy thing and drenched in sweat.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gross.
Yeah.
So that right off the bat, obviously, because that's a huge thing. And I also just, kind of going back to our last week's podcast of all the events and all the celebrations and all the, harvests and fall festivals and all of that, I think makes, and there's some of it in the US and other places in the world, I'm sure, but it's so prominent here.
Yeah. No, I agree. I also like that food is very seasonal in Europe. And I know we'll probably get to food in one of the other questions, but because it's so seasonal, you have things to look forward to each season that you can't get the rest of the seasons.
Right.
Like you can't have pumpkins in spring.
Right.
So I enjoy that. And I'm just going to go into my second question because it kind of goes with this question. And I feel like it'd be weird to come back to it. But what do you miss most about fall in the United States or in California? Nada? Big old Zippo?
Silence.
I miss Halloween, like proper Halloween.
But
and I don't know if you consider Thanksgiving fall, but I miss Thanksgiving. Like proper Thanksgiving. We do our best.
Yeah.
But I miss those. It's all food. It's all food related, I guess.
Halloween is food related? Well, you don't trick or treat anymore, do you?
The creep of Halloween. I miss the creep of Halloween.
Well, and we used to do and this, I guess this is something that I miss, so it's just kind of in line with that, is that the last few years in the US, we did your last meal.
Oh, yeah.
Dinner party. So we would invite a bunch of people, and it was a potluckish situation where people were supposed to bring what they would want to eat for their last meal. And it was interesting to see what people picked too, because you'd go anywhere from In-N-Out burger to, I think we did lobster mashed potatoes one
and
time,
butter cake.
So so that's a fun kind of thing, which we could do here. It's just,
we don't have as big of a community here as we did.
Yeah.
There.
And we had a lot of stuff
we did. We
California.
left a lot of decorations and party stuff behind.
All right. Are we moving on to me?
Yep.
If you could go anywhere in October, and let's take Halloween off the table, just in October, where would you go?
Right now in my head?
Yeah.
Scotland.
Why?
You? I fell in love with Scotland last year. I love the Highlands. I love Edinburgh. It's so beautiful.
Yeah. I would have said Scotland too, because I'm not good at taking pictures when we're like out and about because I'm usually stay very in the moment. But we would go for morning walks with Rex when we were particularly in the Highlands. And when you go back and look at those pictures, like, I mean, I remember in the moment being like, holy moly, this is beautiful. But you look at those pictures and it looks like we have like a really stupid filter on it. I mean, it looks,
Yeah.
it's too good to be true.
Yeah.
Like
It's beautiful.
it's
up there.
weird.
Yeah.
So I would say Scotland, but I would say that a close second is Denmark because we did some really lovely walks in
And
Denmark
beach time,
too.
and
Yeah.
beach in Denmark.
Yeah.
And it's like winter in Denmark and fall. It is. It's cold at the beach.
Well, but not that cold.
They
Like
pull
you're
up the docks by
yeah,
the
but you're
time-
not wearing like full blown
No, you're not in
puffies and
parkas.
stuff. Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good close second.
Yeah.
I bet Germany is really beautiful in the fall, like Bavaria and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, we've kind of been with Oktoberfest,
Oktoberfest,
but not
but-
really explored it.
Yeah.
Okay. What are your new favorite fall traditions since we've moved to Europe?
Well, I think food. I mean,
Mhm.
a lot of it's going to come back to food, but I think that, you know, our whole this is weird, but I keep lists of different seasons of like because we always have a hard time coming up with what to have for dinner,
We
right?
do.
So I make a list of things that we like to eat in fall, things that we like to eat in winter, and just so that there's like
Dylan's list is all year round.
yeah, Dylan will ask for the most random things in the most random time.
I'll have watermelon gazpacho for Christmas dinner,
Yeah,
please.
exactly. But what was the question?
What do you have any new fall traditions? Your favorite since moving here?
No, I mean, I don't think so. Do we?
I don't think we do.
Well, good question.
All right,
then.
thank you. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
I put a lot of thought into that one.
All right, let's get into some other elements other than food. What's your favorite fall drink?
Wow, that's a good one. I like an apple cider.
Mm-hmm.
I like that apple cider margarita that we made last
Mhm.
year. I think I'm going to go with that.
There's
or
an-
a pomegranate margarita. Is that fall? Is pomegranate fall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also that spritz, the apple spritz we made last year. Remember?
Yeah.
Okay, so when we were in Italy, it is virtually impossible, if not impossible, to get cider. Like,
Or a good margarita.
Ye-
Let's be honest.
well, yeah, but I mean, I was telling a story about cider, but you can get apple juice, obviously. So I would put apple juice in the crock pot with cinnamon sticks and oranges and cloves, and just let it simmer all day long. And
The house smelled so good.
it was just so nice.
Yeah.
It was like that became kind of a staple for us in Italy, is that like, you know, when it started to get cold, it was like, okay, now we can have apple cider.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now here you can get it.
Yeah.
It's not that, but
You
people
still
drink,
need to add your stuff.
well, and people drink it cold here. What is the biggest advantage to fall travel?
Oh, do you know what I'm going to say?
I don't. That's why I asked.
That it's not hot. And so the hotel rooms and the Airbnbs are not hot.
Yeah. Were you going to say balls hot?
I was going to say balls up, but I thought I'd keep it classy. Yeah, I think the weather.
Okay. I would say the crowds, because the
Oh,
crowds
yeah.
are definitely less.
Definitely less. Fall's the
Uh,
best time to travel in Europe.
Yeah. And the only thing that okay. And then my follow-up question is, what's the biggest disadvantage, which I almost just blurted out without asking the question.
The biggest disadvantage is, well, you have to pack more than you have to pack in summer. So we have to put the top on the car because we have bigger suitcases. Disadvantage. I don't know.
Well, I think that that's a big one, though, because you have to layer,
Yeah.
because in a lot of places, so it's cold in the morning, warm in the afternoon, and chilly in the evenings. So you have to layer, and you kind of have to be prepared for everything. And
And it rains more.
the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you definitely, like, shoes is a thing, you know, because you need waterproof shoes.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely are carrying twice as much as you do in the
Mhm.
summer.
But less crowds, probably a little cheaper in a lot of places, definitely easier to get tickets to things and that sort of thing. But flights are cheaper, aren't they? I think they are.
Okay. What fall destination in Europe that we have not been to do you want to see?
In fall.
Yeah. Fall destination.
Okay, well, you just said Germany. We haven't seen a lot of Germany. I don't know why this just popped in my head, but this is what popped in my head, and that is Slovakia. I feel like you would get a lot of color because it's a little colder.
Mm-hmm.
It's somewhere that I haven't been at all. I think it's an interesting place to explore. I feel like they've got some like cozy secret places there where like, like Jonathan told us about the castle that he went to that was just beautiful and like all surrounded by the mountains and stuff.
Yeah. Slovakia is right underneath Poland.
Yeah. So I feel like it would just be nice in fall, but I might be making that up. But that would be
I bet it would be.
Yeah.
I bet it would be. I bet Slovenia is beautiful in the fall.
But we've been to Slovenia.
Not in the fall. I'm not saying to go there this fall. I'm just saying I bet it's really beautiful.
But when is it not beautiful?
Well, that's true.
We will have to do one on Slovenia soon because it's so amazing there.
It is.
All right. And you?
I'm going to say Latvia.
All right.
It's very close to Slovakia, right? Like at that area. I think I want to go to that area.
Favorite fall food?
Oh, favorite fall food. Chestnuts, chestnut pasta, chestnut pesto, chestnuts.
Well, I was thinking like a dish. Like, is there a specific dish?
Yes. It's a sausage from Bra and chestnut pasta from this restaurant in Trevino.
Yes, which is delicious. But I made it too, and it was quite delicious when I made it too.
Yes.
Okay, so I was talking to Megan, my niece, who was on the champagne episode with us, about something that I want to make that I don't think you're going to like, but I think that might become one of my favorite fall foods. And it is the creamy risotto with pears, mascarpone, and gorgonzola cheese kind of mixed together and walnuts. And then, I don't know, I love a pumpkin dish. So I make like lasagna with pumpkin and leeks, which is very fall-y and very delicious. I also love a really rustic, and it sounds like I eat a lot of risotto, which I don't, but a really rustic wild mushroom risotto.
Oh, yes. What's one item that you must pack for fall if you're traveling in Europe? Like, what's one item that people may not think of?
Rain jacket.
Okay. Well, I know we kind of mentioned, but that's one of my questions, so I wanted to bring it up.
I think you just made that up.
No, you want me to show you? It's right there.
Okay, favorite fall activity?
Oh, I love hiking. Yours?
And there's not that many places to do it, but I love picking food. Like I like going to a pumpkin patch or picking apples or, we talked about truffle hunting, which is, not really picking, but like being out and foraging, doing that kind of thing, which I'm not very good at, but I enjoy it.
And when I say I don't, that's not my favorite kind of thing, but when I say hiking, I mean forest walks.
Right.
Not like hiking.
Right. No upwards inclination.
Like a nice. I like to hike in the Netherlands.
I like to walk on a flat paved road.
Okay. What is your biggest travel fail in the fall? Have we had any?
I never fail.
I've got some things that went wrong.
Yeah, I can't think of anything that was specific to fall.
One time we went to Paris Disney in fall, and two things happened that were not so great. Our dog Cash snuck through a hole.
Oh yeah,
and disappeared into our neighbor's yard in France. So that was fun. And on that same trip, I used some Primark fake nails, and apparently it's like super glue, and I had a really hard time getting those nails off, and they hurt me. Remember that?
Yeah, because you picked them off like the second you put them on. First of all, who puts on those nails?
Because that was my costume. I was going as a witch.
You were?
Well, just with my hands.
I was a hand witch.
Oh, hand witch. That was good. And I had one other I thought of today, but now I don't remember what it was.
Must have been a goodie.
Oh, I know what it was. It was in Denmark. We went to Copenhagen and we had an Airbnb, a lovely Airbnb. But when we checked in, remember there was somebody staying upstairs.
So weird.
There was a man upstairs in a bedroom staying,
but he wasn't actually there when we got there. But it was weird because we walked in and my bedroom was downstairs and like there was a living room, kitchen, one of the bathrooms, and then you and Dylan were staying upstairs
in a bedroom.
Yeah. And so I just kind of like, you guys just kind of wandered up there. And then you called me and I come up and there's just
laundry,
like dirt and like, but like dirty dishes in the sink and like,
there's a little kitchenette upstairs.
Yeah. And laundry and we're like, what? There's 2 kitchens? That's so weird. And so then I messaged the owner and I was like, were you not expecting us? Like, I don't understand. And she goes, oh, a friend of the family is staying up there.
And we were like, oh no, no.
Well, because it was entirely connected. I mean, the dude had to come through the front door and go up the stairs.
Through the bedroom I was staying in to get to his room.
I don't think he had to do that, but he had to turn. He came close.
Yeah. He was getting ready to, I think he had just joined the military in Denmark. He was getting ready to go in, but we were like, no. And so she
gave us our money back for that night.
For that night. We went and stayed in a hotel for a couple nights, which ended up being fine. But.
Yeah. But it was just like, well, we can't have some rando guy just coming in.
With a dog. We had a dog.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So when we weren't there, if somebody came in, I mean, Rex is really good, but he's not just going to let some rando walk into the house.
Yeah. That was weird. That was a weird.
Yeah.
That was also the only time I've ever like been sketched out by an Airbnb.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sketched out. The Airbnb was great.
Yeah.
But that was
it was weird.
Yeah.
All right. So tell us what your favorite things are about fall. If you also have like a recipe that you love or a drink that you love, like send it over and we will try it out and do a little video for you.
Yeah, because we're starting that whole food series when we get back from summer vacation.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about that just because I get to eat what she makes.
You do that every day.
I do. That is a fact. That is a fact.
But anyway, thanks for listening.
Yeah, this has been our first season and it's been wildly successful, way more successful than I imagined it being.
Yeah, so we are quite grateful to you and would love to hear from you if you have any thoughts, even beyond food or drink and travel ideas or anywhere you'd like us to talk about or go. Let us know.
Yeah, you can text us here. You can leave us a message on our website, which is www.thegetawayswithaz.com.
And we will see you on August 18th.
Have a really good summer.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.